Well, here we are, folks. We're in the PM, and what better time to share a few little bluesy ideas, a little bit of something to expand on the old blues vocabulary. So here it is. We're in the key of E, and I'm going to assume that you guys know basically what your E major blues kind of sound is. Not E, but major blues sound. That kind of vibe, and obviously your regular minor pentatonic blues sound. That one, and then combinations of the two, which is probably the most common thing that we like to do, which is like a... because it sounds so damn good, especially at night for some reason. Now there's lots of stuff that kind of falls between the cracks there that is somewhere between the two. By adding a little interval or something here or there, or leaving one out, you get some other new sounds. So here's one. This is nothing crazy, but maybe just a little something to add into your playing. So you basically take your major pentatonic, so that's the... really meant to just do one octave, but it just kept going. And instead of the 6, so instead of the major 6, you can do a flat 7. And by the way, if you ever want to just do the actual flat 7, great little interval fun. But I go off on a tangent. So flat 7 instead of the 6, right? So it's just a slightly different flavor, and the important thing when you do a new sequence of notes, especially if it's something very similar to what you've done before, is you've got to just do that exact group of notes for a while, let your fingers get used to it. Otherwise you'll just end up slipping into your regular kind of licks and throwing the other notes in around it, and then it's not going to sound any different. So just got to kind of train them fingers up first. And one thing you can do, obviously this can be looked at all over the neck, take some of your favorite major pentatonic kind of patterns, and then just put in that flat 7 instead of the 6. So for example, down in the open position, so instead of the C sharp, you can do the D. So it's going to go. Now it seems simple enough, but when you've been making your fingers walk to certain places, and then you're saying, don't go there, just go 1 fret higher. Not as easy as it might seem when you're first doing it. Now, what else have I found? A couple of cool positions, maybe to start with the 7th fret, starting on the root 5E. It's a good little spot. And the little 1 octave positions are actually pretty cool to get started with, because then you're not trying to learn a whole, big position, and you can just get into some, improvising and trying some stuff out within a small little block. And then the higher octave of that, or the second part of it, actually starting on the D on the flat 7, you get this little... That's a fun little show. So a lot of these actually have the E dominant 7th arpeggio included in there. So at the top, either in that one, hello screen, or if you move up, so you're starting on the high E, you've got a good little dominant 7th arpeggio up the top here. Nope. See what happens? Start going into those old ways. So just spend some time getting around those. Here's a little something, even though I'm saying don't do this, but here's a kind of cool little variation on this, is back to that 7th position if you're starting on the D. If you go to the 6 at the top, start on the flat 7, but that's a cool sound as well. And then you can alternate. So the point is, I'm trying to keep it as a pentatonic kind of sound. So I don't want to do the 6 and the 7 because then it becomes pretty much Mixolydian mode, give or take. So you just keep it to the 5-note kind of sound. Well, that was interesting. Anyway, there you go, folks. Hopefully that adds a little something you can chuck into your playing, and I'll see you again for some more blues variations. Catch you next time.